Should I put my...
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Hey, cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
We did it.
Yes, we're here. Welcome Nic Ferreira to the pod.
Thank you, guys.
Hell
Slow
yeah.
clap.
Yes.
Is there anything sadder than when you're like, you get brought up on stage and then like, there's just no applause? Or just like tepid, like just... I don't know, like, I was trying to think, I think the last time I saw you, we were...
Well, that's Nudia every time, so it's kind of...
Yeah, I don't know. But, like, I feel like it happens, like, I feel like the shows we do, like, and people don't, like, want to be there necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, audience-wise, so you get a lot of, like, it's just, like, yeah. Yeah, you come up to a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
But
I'm generally so, like, not because of alcohol, but just so, like, blacked out from just being in my own head when I walk to the stage. I don't have any perception of what noise is being made. I also don't have any perception of what noise is being made at the end of my set, which is funny because generally when one thinks about a career in comedy, that's a pretty standard
applause
fantasy,
is the
I think,
thing,
it's
yeah.
to crush in that way. But yeah, I have no idea.
well, I think that's why that I don't mind going first usually, or like hosting or anything like that, because like they're still excited. You know what I mean? Like there's you know, or like there's music playing before you go up.
Yep.
Like I think like I don't know, like when you're going fourth at like a show where everyone's like there's 8 comics on the lineup, I think that's a tough spot. I don't know. But
Yeah.
hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Dude,
Yeah.
our pleasure, man.
What a
Happy to be here.
setup. I mean, it's a shoes-off apartment, I noticed, but there's also a bedside zen, and there's alcohol everywhere. I love it.
Hey, I mean, we gotta have some civility.
I don't know if this is true. A friend told me yesterday there's a nationwide zin shortage.
Is there?
I
actually heard this as well. Yeah.
Fucking frat boys are going crazy right now, dude.
I mean,
Well, I think it's that, yeah, and also like I was talking to Matt Jarvis, like good friend, right? And he went to the Kentucky Derby, and he was like they had a zin tent at the Derby,
hilarious.
And like you could get
like
just,
a revival tent, like people passing out.
I don't, but like basically like they were selling like I think it was like 4, 5, 6, I don't know how many cans for like $2 or something.
Oh shit.
So that's that doesn't
that's how
seem
you get
like
shortage. Yeah.
exactly. I don't know.
That's pretty funny. I mean, Zins have taken off. Like, there's been a few products in the past few years that I've been, like, astonished at how quickly they've taken off. Like, High Noons, once Dave Portnoy got involved, High Noons became, like, the standard, totally unseated White Claw.
Yep.
And Zins seem to have replaced, like, not replaced vaping entirely, but a good chunk of it.
Yeah, a lot of people Zen now instead of vape.
That's probably good, right? Is that good? I don't know.
It's probably better. I don't know.
I think it's definitely better for like public places, just because like the image of somebody vaping, it's just like it's kind of gay. You're sucking a robot dick and exhaling this cloud, and it's like, you know, as Kenny takes a rip from his.
I'm not a Zin guy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I don't know. I feel like it's probably better than vape. I don't know because it's just
like the total of 2 cigarettes apparently, the 6 milligram.
Oh, like a pouch.
Yeah.
All right, maybe not.
Dude, I met my buddy John's friend from Europe recently. This guy's from the Netherlands. He had packs of 12 milligrams in.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, that shit would literally make me throw up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys having me on during Pride Month too. That's
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God.
That's why we have you, man.
Oh, careful. It's you guys are gonna another man.
You're a well-kempt guy. You could pass.
Yeah, my mom thinks I'm gay. You can just tell everyone else, right? I feel like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, she's always. I feel like every time I see her, she's like, you can bring someone home. Like we wouldn't mind. And I don't know. I feel like I just kind of have to tell her, like, have you seen the women in Boston? Like, like it's not.
Yeah, if I was gay, maybe I would bring home a woman from Boston.
Yeah, like yeah. What is that? Pete Davidson on Update? He's like, she's like the nice girl you bring home if you're gay. You know, like I'm looking at the Google. What's the Google Doodle today? What are we rocking?
I don't know.
Is this
something
Hispanic
gay?
gentleman.
Gotta be something gay.
He looks like he's. Do you think he said the N-word?
Probably.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
Hover your
I don't know.
mouse
Those
over-
glasses say maybe not.
That giant smile on his face says definitely.
You think
yes.
he's Hispanic? He looks vaguely Asian to me.
I don't know.
Oh, he's got a textbook in his hand. He's probably is Asian.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
I think. Wait, if you hover your mouse, can you do that? Is that
Sure.
possible?
Yeah.
What? I think it might tell you what it is. There we go. Gene. Oh, he is. Oh, he's
Cordova.
Hispanic.
Yeah.
Wait,
She
she.
lesbian.
She.
Holy shit, that's a woman. Holy shit.
Fuck, huh?
We can cut
Lesbian,
this out.
Chicana, actress,
Yeah.
and author. That's pretty sick. I mean, Hunter Thompson's lawyer in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was a Chicano lawyer. Like, that group has been through wild shit throughout this.
I say my
history of
mind.
this country.
She is not guilty. She okay. I like baseball.
Dude, what do your parents think of Duterte?
Oh, well, I don't know. I honestly don't talk to my mom about the Philippines a lot, but I think he's hilarious. I mean, shooting people for being gay is a great bit. I mean,
Shooting people for being high, too.
oh,
Like,
yeah, you're not
suspected
allowed
drug
to do
users.
drugs in the Philippines either.
Yeah.
I think, I think she's anti, but that could just be her trying to be progressive, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think the Philippines in general is hilarious. Like, they're kind of not even real Asians. Like, they're,
It's always seemed ambiguous to me. It feels Hispanic somehow.
they have the same names. They all, like, look, I think the languages are similar. I don't know. But, yeah, my mom's side of the family is hilarious, dude. Like, it's all, like, because I feel like, you know, when you're mixed, like, you, like, don't really feel like you're either of your parents' races, but your extended family is just full, like, my mom's side of the family is just straight, like, Filipina, like, fucking what the fuck, you know? Like, it's hilarious. And
What are the stereotypes?
Just a bunch of Manny Pacquiao's running around.
yeah, we look like, yes, exactly. Philippine stereotypes?
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I think, like, I don't know.
It's telling that I can't name a single one.
I think that's the point. Like, they're not, like, every Asian has a stereotype but Filipinos.
I suppose, yeah.
And I think that's because they're kind of, like, looked down on as the least of the Asians. Right? Like, I think they're I don't think they're especially known to be good at school. I will say Filipino food is amazing, but I don't think it has the same prestige as, like, sushi. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Or even Chinese food.
Or especially Chinese food. Yeah. And no one's, like, come to America and been like, this is our take on Phil. Like, here's, like, the crab rangoon. You know?
Yeah. There's no, like, what is that terrible Chinese food chain with the Panda Express? There's no, like,
I've never had
shitty American knockoff chain of Filipino food.
Yeah.
Which there tends to be for every other genre.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Chipotle
so.
and whatnot.
Yeah,
As much as Chipotle rules. Taco
you-
Bell's a better example.
Yes.
are you guys like Chipotle people?
I like Chipotle. Yeah.
I do
Chipotle.
too.
I
I think-
like Taco Bell
I
too,
crush
honestly.
Chipotle.
I
dude.
think I think things like last time I saw you were eating Chipotle.
Oh,
yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
dude,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think everything hits like a point where it gets so popular that people start to hate it because it becomes cool to hate it. I think
That's
Chipotle
true,
is
yeah.
doing
Taylor
that.
Swift, yeah.
Yeah, like Taylor Swift. It's
Yeah.
like I saw this thing once where it's like society loves a 5. Like if you see someone that's like down in the dumps, everyone's like, we gotta lift them up, we gotta
Yep.
make them feel beautiful.
Yep.
But if you see someone that's a 10, everyone's like, what the hell?
Well, it's like-
they just want to tear them down.
It's like everyone loved Adele when she was fat, but then everyone started hating on her when she lost all the weight.
She
looks great,
She
dude.
looks fucking- she's banging Rich Paul, isn't she?
Yeah.
Who's Rich Paul?
She's LeBron's.
He's like, he's like a big NBA manager.
Hell
So
yeah.
he like
yeah.
gets them all their contracts and shit.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing her lose weight and being like, holy shit, Adele's an actually beautiful lady.
And I'll tell you
I
this.
really never knew this.
She, I think, did it pre-Ozempic, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
she
right.
did it naturally. I
And she
believe.
earned that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people are out here taking shortcuts.
Dude, so many
Yep.
people are on Ozempic.
I just don't believe in shortcuts in general.
I feel like Ozempic feels too good to be true for me. It feels like this miraculous, like it's solving,
Yeah.
every week I see a different article about a different problem it's solving. Like people are quitting smoking, people are
Right.
quitting drugs.
Well, it's
people are
funny, like,
quitting
it's
alcohol.
a lot of them are like fat people that like wouldn't get the COVID vaccine, and I think that's hilarious. Like, we're not putting this in our body. We don't know what it's gonna do. What's the lasting effects of it?
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, I can be hot now?
Yeah.
Sick,
It's
dude.
causing me to
Get me on
shit
it.
and puke my brains out, and
Yeah.
also affect my ability to digest food, which is one of like the main things the human body does.
Yeah.
It's such a massive change. You know what I mean?
And I think the weight comes back if you ever go off it, right? You just have to be on it for life.
right, of course, yeah. Which is what makes it like the ultimate drug where the pharmaceutical companies are concerned.
Yeah.
Wasn't it supposed to be like something else too?
I
start?
think it was supposed to treat diabetes, right?
Diabetes.
By
Things like
making
that.
you lose weight.
By making you
yeah,
okay.
okay.
Right, yeah.
But I feel like if I were to do it,
I thought it was like a Viagra thing where it was like
No,
it was
really?
supposed to be heart medicine, but
Right,
it
yeah.
turned out to be boner pills.
is that true about Viagra?
Yeah, Viagra.
Viagra was supposed to be
'cause
heart
it,
medicine.
Increases blood flow.
Yep.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I were to like do I feel like Ozempic's new still, right? Like I would like give it 20 years. You know what I mean? Like before,
Yeah.
to let them work. Like I feel like like this is my comparison in my head right now. Like I feel like fake tits are getting like really good now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like
fake
where like
tits,
you
fake
kind of can't
asses.
tell.
Facial work in general is incredible.
Yeah.
People get Botox in their 20s. It's like
I mean, fake ass is kind. I feel like the butt implants. I think they're still
those
working
can
the
be a little
kinks
rough.
out.
Yeah, you can still tell.
Like,
You see
whenever-
that Brazilian dude, that Brazilian doctor who got arrested because he was like killing people with his BBLs? He was
What?
injecting like cement into chicks' asses.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude.
dude. We're gonna pull this up. BBL doctor.
On purpose, or like we got the wrong.
They just look like Roblox characters after he's done.
I was gonna say you probably have like the pointiest.
Yeah.
Wait.
Dr. Bum Bum, Brazilian plastic surgeon.
course that's his name.
Is charged in patient's death. God damn it! Everything is paywalled.
Well, that's all right.
It's the New York
How
Times,
can they prevent
dude.
me from reading?
It's probably
about
not even
this?
real.
Every time.
Kidding. 4 more years. All right.
Oh, dude! Speaking of Biden, can we talk about this? Biden was just in France for like the 80th anniversary of the D-Day invasion.
Yeah.
And he appears to have crapped his pants on stage, like with Macron and everybody else. He like just given a stirring speech about how we can never. He was basically comparing Trump to Hitler, and was like, we need to prevent this from ever happening.
Come on! This is America!
And then he shits himself and gets like
Soda!
off stage.
I think the Trump Hitler
Soda.
comparison's interesting.
That's my favorite.
He craped himself.
He craped himself. Is that what that is? Oh, crepe. Okay.
Yes.
I
Hell
think.
yeah.
We should review the tape to be.
Yeah, pull it up. I didn't know this happened. I don't follow politics at all.
Me neither.
If that's not obvious.
I get all my politics from Eddie. So.
I get all my politics from Eddie.
Yes. I mean,
When I was in Colombia,
I am the best man.
when I was in the Peace Corps,
I realized.
Israel-Palestine's not that hard.
Right.
There is a two-state solution.
Yeah, just nuke them both into oblivion.
I can't do
They
it.
can't be a problem if they don't exist.
I'd like to. one of your past searches just says Ari Shafir Jew. Can we talk about it?
Well, that's
a special. That's a special.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Say-
It wasn't
say-
like, I wasn't just specifying in the algorithm, like, just be absolutely sure so you know what
The
I'm
one that's a
talking
Jew.
about. Yeah, the guy whose name is Ari Shafir, we need to specify. He
That
is
he's
in
a
fact
Jew.
Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Have
didn't
you
know
seen
that.
when he's doing the an old sketch of his? He's doing like trying to convert people to being Jewish,
I think I'd do it.
and he's like, what's your name? And he's like David, and he's like, oh, Jewish, right? And he's like, I can tell by the nose or whatever. It's so funny, dude.
It's Clux. Get ready.
All right. Let's
All right.
see.
Let's see what's
Let's
going
check the tape. Jill is there.
Social media platforms.
Underrated First Lady Jill. I feel like she's an underrated hottie.
I mean, she's got the hardest job. She's got to
Yeah.
take care of a guy as he's literally dying, pooping or sitting on an invisible chair.
It's like this
All right.
Zapruder film.
What?
Oh, dude, as someone who's had a
Okay.
toddler,
She's like, oh god.
I'm gonna say maybe lightheaded.
nah, dude, as someone who's had a toddler,
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
that's a crap, dude. That's a shit. Bro, my son would be like walking around, and then he would just stop all of a sudden and just go,
Yeah.
and then just keep it, and then just go to pick up the truck that he was looking at before.
Kids rule.
I mean,
Kids are the shit,
like,
dude.
Yet
Yeah.
another way in which people at the end of their lives mirror what they are at the beginning of their lives.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what starts to happen.
How old's your son now?
9.
9. Oh my. And he's like, is he doing sports and stuff? You have a bit
Yeah,
about this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
He's playing baseball right now.
How are you as a sports dad?
I kind of just like chill and watch and
Yeah.
you know,
I think
Hit
I'd
him
be
with
that
a
way
little-
too.
I'm not like let's fucking go
Yeah,
or anything like that. You know,
I want you to be that so badly.
I
These are
can't-
my
I
favorite
can't.
kind of psychos in society. The
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that get fired up about their kids playing sports. I just think it's the funniest thing.
yeah.
Yeah. I think,
My one of my friend's dads when we were playing, we used to play town team basketball. One of my friend's dads fought a ref at one of the games.
oh my god.
It was hilarious.
like,
My friend, the ref called a foul on him. He started getting in the ref's face. He called him Bill Cosby, which was hilarious. And then
What was the basis
he
of that?
ejected
Was
him.
this an old black guy?
Yeah, he looked like Bill Cosby.
That's
he
a
did.
sick
He did.
move.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And then
It's a reaching
he
foul.
ejected him. He ejected him, and then the dad came down out of the stands and got in his face and like threw him to the ground. And then they got booted out.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, it was wild.
I think Cosby's still on the Mount Rushmore of stand-up comics. I think he still is.
He is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the first CDs that I ever listened to.
Have
and
you-
They're amazing.
Definitely on the Mount Rushmore of date rape.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, yeah, number one.
He is
Yeah.
the Mountain
Rush
Dew.
is Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he's the George Washington. He's the first head. He's the I
the
think
Shohei Ohtani
I
of drugging and raping chicks.
Yes, yeah. I rewatched his. He has a. Have you seen his chocolate cake for breakfast bit?
No.
I rewatched it recently.
That is great.
Give us the chocolate
cake.
cake. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's about it's about his kids wanting to make him have chocolate cake for breakfast. His wife made him make breakfast, and he to defy her. He actually went along with it. It's a great bit. But I was rewatching it. And I was like, this guy's amazing.
Yeah, dude, he's amazing.
He was a great comic,
I
dude.
love
Yeah.
the way, like, if
We're talking like he's dead.
you realize.
No, I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
he is.
His career is. Yeah.
Dude, he's back. He's on the road.
Is he?
No way.
Is he doing-
We could see.
I'm
Cosby.
pulling this up.
We could see Cosby. Which
Is he doing
honestly,
like Prague and stuff like that though? Where is
like
he?
the Louis C.K. route?
Exactly.
where they
Yeah.
haven't? Yeah, I love. Louis,
He's on Ticketmaster.
I love Louis' bit about that
Oh.
being like, I thought I should leave the country.
Yeah. It's so good.
Let me
But
see.
The guy, he's like, I'm at a French airport, and he's like, Mama, that's the guy that check off. It's so fun. It's so good.
But yeah, you hear like you look at Seinfeld talking about Bill Cosby in Comedian, and it's clear that he considers him the best to ever do it. And like the way, like I've heard Chris Rock say, like Cosby was producing 2 hours of new material every year for like the entirety of his career, which
Yeah,
is
it's
now
insane.
put that even Louis didn't have at his peak. It's
Yeah.
like,
I think music was like that too. Like I saw a thing that was like the Beatles put out their 12 albums in like 9 years. Like it's insane how like prolific everyone was back then.
Yeah.
well, I don't know if that's a
Was it less
thing as much as
distractions
just-
and shit?
Yeah.
I bet there's probably studies about this, but like people probably hit an artistic like sweet spot in their careers and are just super fucking productive for
Also,
like
I think
5-10 years.
all
and
of
then
these
it kind
people
of
we're
fades
naming were on a lot of drugs.
out. Right.
I think music is easier than like stand up though to produce that much.
That's probably.
I mean, if you're in
Yeah,
a band,
okay.
and you can rely on other people.
But like
in that way.
like
Yeah.
Mac, for instance, he
True,
put
yeah.
out like
Well, you can make music in a vacuum.
16 projects in
You can
the
make music in a vacuum. If you own a studio, you can just sit there and make music.
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah.
Until you literally die from burnout.
That's true.
or overdose.
Yeah. Speaking of the drug thing, like Paul Schrader on Adam Friedland, which was a great interview. I highly recommend it. He directed Taxi Driver and a bunch of other really important things.
Oh yeah.
He talked about like being a cokehead in the '80s and how he was like cocaine was great for like 5 years. For like 5 years, I cranked out the best stuff of my career because I would do a line and suddenly like everything just made sense and I would just ba 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 ba. And like cocaine, caffeine, and alcohol, I was just on that train for 5 years. And then at a certain point, it stopped being about the art and started being about the drug. And I had to get
That's
rid of it.
fascinating. I think there is something to be said about like quality versus quantity, though. Like I think if you're not on drugs and you're taking,
That's a good
like,
window, though.
It is
5 years?
Yeah,
That's
you're
pretty
right.
good.
Taxi Driver is one of the most iconic movies.
Yeah, it's
like,
really
ever.
phenomenal. Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. I just think like
What's
if
really
you're-
remarkable about him? Sorry to interrupt, but what's really remarkable about
That's
him is
your
he knew
podcast.
when to stop. He knew
Yeah.
when it had become a problem,
Yeah.
which most guys aren't.
Yeah, most people
capable of
aren't.
doing.
I don't think I would know. I
Yeah.
think I'd be
Yeah.
like year 7, be like, this is definitely my best yet, and it's
Yeah.
just like, I don't. Have you seen like the pilot
You
episode
just,
of?
you just fucking.
Yeah, I think it's like first season of BoJack where like he turns in like his book like manuscript and there's just like a word search in the middle. That's where I'd be. Where I'd be like, this is my masterpiece.
Yeah.
What were you going to say before I rudely cut you
Oh,
off?
I don't remember. No shot. I remember, but. Thank you again for this vodka.
Are you
Hell
sure you
yeah.
don't want anything in that? 'Cause
No,
this
I want it
this
straight.
Is some lowbrow.
This
Good
is-
for you, man.
Thank you for coming to my Ked Talk.
What a
This
dog,
is-
dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ked
How,
Talk.
how many episodes are
We
you guys
literally
on?
haven't come. How have we not come up with it? Too many to not have come up with that.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, this will be 20,
What
I
took
think.
so long? No.
This will be the
20.
20.
We need
Plus
Wow.
all the Patreons, so.
You guys are on
Probably like
Patreon.
40
You guys
something.
are on Patreon?
Yeah.
Get the fuck
We do
out
2
of here.
episodes a week, dude.
What?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I feel.
I'm
Wow.
terrible at self-promotion. It's funny. Kenny's like one of the best self-promoter alive, and I'm like a negative at it. I
amazing.
make things
Dude, look
worse
at
for
this
us.
You have merch?
Come on now.
Fuck
It's a
outta
one
here.
of one.
Kenny's moving merch,
one of one.
and I'm like destroying
Yeah.
our reputation. with people.
Are the Patreon episodes like extra special? Are we?
They're just me and him
They're just
shooting the
Oh,
shit.
all
Yeah.
Which I think makes sense because it's
Yeah.
like, okay, if you really like this,
Yeah.
then
Well, guess what?
Then-
I really
yeah.
like this. I'm
Well,
having a
yeah.
blast.
Hell yeah.
We were just scheming on ways to trick people into subscribing to the
Yeah, we
Patreon.
were.
Like starting
Yeah.
an open
Oh,
mic and
yeah.
saying like you can cut the line if you're
subscribed to
That's
the
not
Patreon.
bad. People would do it.
Yeah.
Did the
Yeah,
We'll give you a
$5.
free shirt
Why not?
or something if
Yeah.
you subscribe.
Yeah.
We were thinking about that too.
Yeah.
You can get a Ked shirt if you fucking subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah.
It's a dope shirt. I would do it.
It's my thing.
We're gonna
about,
make a
like,
real one. This was just a test run.
Yeah.
And more just like I wear it on stage all the time just to self promote.
Yeah, as you should.
Someone sees it and fucking like, oh, what's that? I'll give it a listen.
Yeah, I don't tell anyone I'm a comedian, so it's all right.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
I think I tell too many people.
Well, you have a podcast.
I'm like
you earned it.
overly, I'm
Yeah.
overly zealous with it, I think.
I tell people or don't tell people entirely based on my mood. What the really sick move is to come up with hilarious things to tell people instead of comedian. Like my mom knew a guy that she would go to dinner parties with years and years ago who like would tell people he wasn't a comedian or anything, but he would just tell people for fun that he was the triangle player for the New York Philharmonic.
Okay.
People had no idea
No
how
one
to
would
respond
know.
to that. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
That's
okay.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like the number one thing people say like up front is like, oh, you should use that for like. I bet girls love that. No, they don't.
They
Yeah.
probably would have if
There's a
you
certain
were
type
in,
of girl that does.
I feel like they love the idea of it, and then if they were to see it, they'd be like, this is really sad.
This is dark.
This is really like it's not like it's attractive if you're Ari Shafir Jew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's attractive if either you're 20 and you're being compared to people who don't have any money yet, or you're actually successful. But
Right.
like where we're at in our mid to late 20s, and like we have peers that
I'm
are
46.
like, you look phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we have peers that are like making money on GameStop and shit. Like that's when it's sad.
I was talking to someone the other day. It's someone we all know, and this person has a degree in the business world. And I was like, "So, do you invest a lot? What's your investment strategy?" And he just looks at me and he goes, "GME, baby."
Holy
You get
shit.
one guess to figure out who this is, and you'll get it. It's the one you absolutely think it is.
Really?
Yes,
A business degree?
Matt Sebastian. Okay.
That's the best.
All right.
How recently did you guys
That
have
was-
this conversation? Because GME is popping off like right now.
Like within the last week.
No shit. Was he kidding or does he actually have money in this?
He's doing that thing where I can never tell.
Right. Yeah.
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 That's true.
I don't know. We'll cut this part out because it's not interesting. But sorry, Matt. But
No, I was actually planning on talking about GameStop either way. It's
Yeah.
it's
it?
amazing,
Yeah.
dude. Dude, Roaring Kitty, this guy is incredible.
What's Roaring Kitty?
It's the screen name of the guy who is
The guy who
led
started
charge on all this.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie.
Dude, he's worth $500 million right now.
Get the fuck
because
outta here.
he's up at this most recent jump in the stock. He's up $200 million.
Oh my god.
It's fucking insane. It'll like hurt your soul to see how much money this guy's making.
You know how people are like, I could never retire. Like I would know what I would do with myself. I would retire tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I wish I had like, oh, he made $200 million on this trip. Like that's never gonna happen.
That's the craziest part about it is you look at it and it's like he's up $200 million as of Monday and he still hasn't sold his position. So it's like he's
It's
still
a little
counting
precarious.
on-
Okay, all right.
It's fucking crazy. I mean, if it started dropping, he probably would.
He'd
but
probably
he's,
sell it.
He's
Yeah.
got it set up such that this is amazing to me.
This is awesome.
If the stock hits 69, he will become a billionaire.
Oh my god,
That how amazing.
Genius.
Yeah.
that's amazing. I feel like do you guys like look forward to retirement? I feel like we're all.
I do, yeah.
I do
I'm
too.
unemployed right now, so
Oh, all right.
I'm living in it right
Well,
now.
hey, don't you host a podcast
Which is
that you
nice.
do twice a week?
Yeah.
But I
And
think,
do
like-
comedy a lot, but I'm semi-retired right now. No.
I mean,
I'm living the retired life with
Yeah.
no money.
every person I talk to that's like, we've all been there.
Yeah,
We've
it's
all been
sick.
there. I feel like every person I talk to that's like, I want to retire, or I could never retire. Like, they're like, I would be so bored. I have all this time on my hands. Like, I need to work. Like, that's like my dream life. I want no obligations. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I totally agree with you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just as lazy as you are.
Have both of you lived here your whole life?
No, I grew up in Brooklyn.
You-
And my family
Oh, right.
moved here when I was 14.
I've lived in Massachusetts my whole life.
So, okay, so both like kind of city though. Like, would you guys move to the middle of nowhere? Would you guys ever live not in a city?
Nah, I like the city too much.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
I could see myself.
Well, I live in the suburbs, but like
That's true.
close
Right,
enough.
exactly.
But I'm like
Yeah.
15 minutes from Boston.
Anything's
so it's like-
accessible.
yeah.
If I had like kids and grandparents, if I had kids and grandkids to look after, then I could see myself going to a suburb like 20 minutes outside of a city.
Yeah.
But having no access to a city whatsoever sounds like hellish to me.
Yeah.
I'd lose my mind.
I think I don't know. I like every time I see like a parent like with a child on the train or something, I'm like, how could you? It seems so hard to raise a kid in the city.
I grew up in a city.
But you did it.
And
you
like,
did it.
I mean, this is probably the wokest thing you'll ever hear me say. Like, growing up in Brooklyn and being surrounded by all those different kinds of people, I think was hugely beneficial for me. Like, being exposed to literally, truly, like, being exposed to, like, stock market billionaires to insane screaming Vietnam vet homeless people, people of every religion, every skin color. It's like, oh, I understand what life is like.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Massachusetts, moved to the suburbs, like the whitest place ever, and I met people who had like never encountered a black person, and it shows.
Yeah.
Because they're better. No.
Yes, they haven't been tainted.
They're pure.
No, but it's embarrassing. These people tend to be super woke because they're compensating for the fact that they do actually fear people because they haven't been around them. And it's gross and embarrassing.
It never stops making me laugh how performative it is these days. Like, so many people are just, like, they're like, I need to seem this way so people think I'm, like, good or cool or interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it's also, like, it makes you feel like your life is meaningful. Like, you're doing something meaningful. You're on the front lines of some meaningful conflict, you know? Like, except you have no real skin in the game. Like, you're not marching in Selma. You're making a fucking Facebook comment.
Exactly.
You know?
Like, I was running a bit. I'm not going to run a bit on this podcast. I don't want to waste your guys' time. However,
go for it, dude.
With that said, I was kind of like doing a bit about this for a while, especially like when the Palestine thing was happening a lot, like with the student protests about like
as if it's not happening right now.
All right, it's still happening, but school's out. You know what I mean? Like, the students are protesting in their parents' house.
No more tents.
Well, that's like I was doing about like how like people like the phrase "I want to make sure I'm on the right side of history" is hilarious. Like history, like none of these people are going to be. It's not about them. It's about the people in Palestine. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like it's not like people want to make it about.
They love
them.
making it about themselves.
Yeah, it's like you're not the history. That is, it's arrogant to assume you're part of the history.
Yeah, like you're gonna get to heaven and St. Peter's gonna be like, all right, time to go through your Facebook timeline and see what your position was. On Rafa.
It's like you like to link to a fundraising website. You know, like
if anything, you should go to hell for.
You looted and rioted at the George Floyd's.
CLM march. See, you got a pair of Air Maxes, size 11, fresh off the shelf. I think. No, but and it was really funny to me too because like I would walk by MIT every day on my way into wherever I was going because I live kind of in that area and like it would be these students that are camping out in these like they clearly like just bought these tents for $200 at the new Dick's House of Sport. Like I was like this
Dick's House of Sport.
Like this is hilarious to me. Like you're like we're not privileged, but I'm also going to spend $200 to protest and probably sleep in my dorm and come out here when it's not hot out. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. You could have just sent them that $200 that you paid for the tent.
Imagine that meeting of Dick's Sporting Goods executives and being like, "We're having a great month. Wondering why our tenting equipment, is going
we knew our first month would be good, but not this good."
Holy shit! Is the Arab-Israeli conflict helpful for our business?
Arab-Israeli? Is that another name for it?
That's what it's been called.
Is that the B side of the record?
That's the deep cut.
Oh,
That's what it was called before it was cool to talk about.
Oh, all right. I feel like, I don't know. I think
this conflict's literally been happening for over 1,000 years. Like.
That's the thing too. I feel like every generation. You know how every generation
since after World War II, right? That's when it really got nitty gritty.
I mean, Arabs and Arabs, yes.
That's when it got gross.
As far as we're concerned, like the mores of the relevant conflict right now, it was totally started by British and Americans dividing up the Middle East without thinking at all about the people in it.
Yeah.
but
all because of the Germans.
Ever since Jesus decided to become a Jew, and the Jews decided to become a Christian as opposed to a Jew.
Yeah.
And the Jews were kicked out of where they were, which has been happening to them forever. Mm-hmm. Everybody's always hated the Jews.
I should be taking notes right now. I don't. Yeah.
I mean, this is very haphazard. Dude, if you
Yeah.
want your brain to break,
Yeah, it's
read
one of
about
those
the Arab
wells.
Yeah.
Look what we have here.
You have a definitive opinion,
Yeah.
and then you read every few lines, you will change your mind.
I've seen
It's
the
impossible.
Palestinian chicken episode of Curb. I feel like I've done my homework.
There you go. Yeah.
No, I think like you know how they say it's like cyclical, where like every generation just thinks they discovered, every generation thinks they discovered like drugs and sex.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this is Gen Z discovering Israel Palestine.
And
Yeah.
discovering Russia-Ukraine is another great
Yeah,
example. This
yeah.
conflict's been going on since the beginning of these two nations' existence.
Exactly.
And people are like, what a crazy time we're living in. It's like
Yeah.
what a crazy time everybody's been living in, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
That was the funny thing. Like people were talking about like 2020 is like the craziest year on record. Like I think it was that generation's craziest year. Like like there was like 1968 before it. And
fucking insane. You had to sit at home and play Fortnite for a year. Like,
Yeah, I know.
What a crazy time.
Dude, I had
Like,
such a fun time during COVID.
I had a great COVID.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I did too.
Yeah,
I think I fucking loved it.
Dude, being on
Nobody in my
unemployment
life.
during COVID was the best thing ever, dude.
The
You
government
got like
sends you free
$600
money.
extra dollars every week.
Yeah.
I was making more money being at home than I did working.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The stimulus checks.
It was
Yeah.
the stimulus checks, and then like just every week you made more money.
I got
Yeah.
sent home from the Peace Corps on a private flight because they
What?
evacuated the entire. This is the first time in the history of the
Chartered
Peace Corps
or
they've had
private?
to do this. Chartered.
Oh shit.
So I mean, effectively private.
Yeah.
It was basically a 747, but with like 80 Peace Corps volunteers.
Oh my god.
But like, it was the first time in the history of the Peace Corps they've ever had to do a global evacuation. So it's like people in my cohort were panicking, like, "This is so scary." I was like, the U.S. government is going to take care of us.
Yeah,
Like,
don't worry,
we're
dude.
Gonna be fine.
Yeah.
So they sent us home on a chartered flight, and then I'm living at my mom's house until I can find an apartment.
Yeah.
And so I'm basically paying no rent, and she has a reason to stay away from me.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because
perfect,
I might give her the vid.
Yeah.
It was the best time possible.
It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I worked at Home Depot for like 2 months during COVID over
was
the
that
summer.
like?
It was amazing. None of my coworkers wore masks. It was so funny. It was
Yeah, if you work at Home Depot, you were not a mask guy, dude.
it was hilarious. Like it was. I mean, they had like a they were
Yes, COVID.
yeah. Knowing
No, those are the guys
knowing
outside,
this-
dude.
No, I feel like
I'm saying.
well, that's kind of where I worked. I worked like out back doing the deliveries, loading the trucks. But like, I think like there you were supposed to like keep track of how many people were supposed to be in a building at a time. So like they're supposed to keep it to 100. And about every day, a manager would get mad. Would be like, "Guys, we're not keeping the count right," because none of these people went to college. Okay, it's because, and like also like it didn't matter. Like I feel like I don't know.
They have to use their
no one
fingers
cares.
to count to 7,
Yeah.
dude.
People that already don't care.
These
you know?
are light bulb people, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, but what a perfect microcosm for the way everybody handled it. Everybody was guesstimating everything. Like people
It's
took
amazing how little we
took
knew.
masks off to eat food at restaurants and then put them back on.
What's
Like,
What's
that
the
made any
difference?
To
fucking-
walk through the restaurant where
Yeah,
everyone
insane.
else has their mask on. Yeah, it didn't make any sense, dude.
Yeah. What's this? So do you guys have this wall of topics every week, or
Usually, yep.
Yeah, we throw some
Interesting.
Yep.
stuff up there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about the Kanye thing.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Can we read the quote?
Yeah,
Can we get
let's get
a
it.
verbatim
I'll
on this
pull it
one?
up.
Yeah.
Oh, just had it. Where is it?
This, one of the bullets I noticed says proper use of the N-word in public. What's up with that? Is that something you guys were gonna tell me about before?
That was in private, Nick.
Okay.
And I'd appreciate if we kept it that
And
way.
the answer's
It's
no.
just if you're in public, you want to say the A, not the R.
Right.
That's all.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Good. All right.
I told myself before today,
Sorry, I'm just
let's be
joshing.
a little bit less racist today.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops.
Yeah, well.
Oh, dude, I saw a Instagram reel of a license plate, and it said NI77A,
What?
and G is the
What
seventh
race
letter.
was the driver.
G is the seventh letter of the alphabet.
Holy shit.
The coldest license plate of all time, dude. It was a white cab driver,
Of
I'm
course
pretty
it was.
sure, dude.
Imagine hitting like the license plate people with that. You would
Yeah.
do that in person at like the DMV. Like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is what I want.
Yeah.
Someone spent money on that.
Imagine the prisoner that had to make that license plate, dude. He's like, oh, this motherfucker.
Fucking Lori Lightfoot.
Yeah.
All right, so Kanye's text message to his ex-assistant was, "Is my dick racist? It is. This fucking racist dick of mine. I'm going to beat this fucking racist dick for being racist. I'm going to stare at pictures of white women with black asses and beat the shit out of my racist dick. Beating the shit out of his racist black cock.
This is the same guy
That's
that
what
wrote
it said.
Runaway?
Are you reading my diary? What is
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, my defense is he made My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, 15 years, by the way, since that came out, right? Something
Ooh,
like that?
baby.
I know.
Yeah, it was 2010.
I think-
2010.
I mean, it is
All
relevant that he was texting this to an assistant.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. Like, that
Look.
was definite. I mean,
This was right after the Kim breakup, of course. It had to be, right?
I mean, this is.
He was lonely at home. He's like,
I feel like I can't hit...
I'm gonna shoot my shot with the assistant.
You're right. Like, I feel like the right thing to do is say that that's a weird text, but I think if you're...
I think you're going to be on the right side of history on this one, Nick.
But I think if you ran the numbers on my dick, it's probably a little racist too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stats on there's studies on this. It's like in the sexual marketplace, white women and white men do the best.
Do
Black
they?
women and Asian men do the worst. So like
Interesting.
Kanye saying like I fuck white women with black asses is actually like fits totally within that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Wow.
it's a big problem in the black community is like black dudes, particularly black dudes with money, almost exclusively fucking white women. Like and some
Wow.
people like Kodak Black
Right.
talked about it in an interview. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not attracted to black women. So be it. I'm worth $1 million." Like
What's the Kanye quote from Vultures? He's like, I fuck a Jewish bitch who's who's homophobic or something like that. Or who's
it sounds
fucking,
like a line for vultures.
Yeah, dude. Classic.
That sounds like his wet dream.
Yeah.
Throw that up, fucking Kanye. I fuck a Jewish bitch. I want to know the
Jamie, pull
the
it up.
lyric.
Yeah, let's get let's get a reference on that.
I haven't listened.
If there's any new comics who want to be a producer on the show, please, we need someone to just.
Yeah,
Click
I'm
buttons.
terrible at this.
Once we get video on, we can't have Eddie on the computer anymore.
Apologizes to Jewish. Oh, he did.
I'll come back when there's video.
Perhaps. How am I anti-Semitic?
That's what it is. That's what it is. How am I anti-Semitic?
How
I fuck
am I
a Jewish
anti-Semitic?
bitch. That's what he said.
I mean, there's a British rapper who has a song that's like, "How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay."
I feel like
that's Central C, dude. That's the dog.
I feel I can already picture like
How am I anti-Semitic? I just fucked a Jewish bitch. Yeah.
Yep.
well,
Banger.
I have a black friend. That's what he did. He's like, I have a black friend.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep.
He's like-
What a great point. What a great point. This is why we have you on.
Yeah.
Pointing out what we're missing. Ked talks, and he totally black friended this situation.
That's exactly what
He
that
100% black friended it.
I think, if anything, if that logic is to be sound, I don't think, to my knowledge, I don't think I've had sex with a Jewish woman, which makes me anti-Semitic. To which I'd like to say I'm terribly sorry,
Yeah.
If
and
any-
I will work to do better.
If any big-titted Jewish mommies out there wanna.
Dude, I'm not going to lie to you. I love moms. Dude,
No shit.
Oh,
Let's
baby.
talk about this.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm not, like... what I said about women in Boston notwithstanding.
The irony of saying it's an untapped market is hilarious.
Like, here's the thing. Like, I saw a woman pushing a stroller the other day, and I was like, I'd risk it all for her. It was...
You're baby crazy right now?
I'm mom crazy.
Give me
and
those-
if a baby is the means to the end, I would take care of a baby.
What exactly is
Listen,
hot about it? Just
snack
like-
draws always popping.
Snack
First of all.
snack drawer's lit.
She
Yeah.
has gluten-free pretzels, which taste better.
Capri
You know-
Suns in the fridge
You
for
know
after.
she's definitely not a virgin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, she knows she can take care of a small child.
Which I am.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I
There's
think
a lot to be attracted to.
Nah, single moms are great, dude.
last time I was visiting my parents, my mom told me like one of her friends made like a comment about me, and I had to act like I was disappointed. Like, how that's so inappropriate that your friend said she thinks I'm hot. Like, I would never fuck her if
Was this
that,
before or after you cut your hair?
Before, of course. Yeah.
Dude, the main.
What a
I know.
loss. What a loss for Boston comedy, dude.
Yeah.
No, the thing about the long hair was like it started becoming like
Me
cumbersome.
and you cut our hair at the same time, too, which
We
I thought
did.
was weird.
Yeah.
We never talked about it.
We should have. Yeah, I feel like. Dude, what made you cut it?
I was just sick of it, dude. I mean, the maintenance.
Yeah. There's this thing where you can donate your hair to like kids with cancer, which I didn't do because cancer's a sin. But I
Hot take. Cancer's just-
but I probably like I didn't know that was an option until it was too late.
The last time
Yeah.
I had long hair before the mullet I donated to Locks of Love.
Yeah, Locks of Love.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Are they doing
That sounds
good
like
about
it's
this?
going to guys who transition.
That's for the single moms out there. I donated to Locks of Love,
He's a good
just
guy.
so you know.
Yeah.
I did an Israel-Palestine bit about this for a while.
Did
Like,
you?
I don't think Locks of Love is going to cut it, but it had me thinking about like what body parts one could cut off to.
Oh, yeah,
really
Sydney
solve the
Sweeney's
problem.
tits.
If Sydney Sweeney decided to get involved, yeah, I think we might get somewhere.
I saw
Cam had a funny joke at the point the other night about
McNeil.
Cam Morton
Oh.
about that like when there's a recession, it's like tit era, and when it's it was mad funny, dude.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to talk about this because tits
Yeah.
are fully back. Like
Tits are back, dude.
And you know how I know is not just because like the Sydney Sweeneys of the world
Mm-hmm.
are successful, but I'm seeing more and more models with like outlandish tits, like tits
Oh,
that
yeah.
are like it's like a bit much. You
Come
know
on.
she has back problems.
Come on now.
But I mean, because we saw this happen with asses, like the Kim Kardashians of the world. She just looked ridiculous. Like let's be honest.
I remember when I was in high school, there was this girl that was locally famous for her milkies, as the kids say.
Yeah. She had the heavies.
She got them reduced, and I remember like
What a sin.
I was a sophomore, she was a senior, so I didn't know her, but I just remember I would like overhear seniors being like, "It's a sad day." Like it's
Yeah, dude.
I think I will say
R.I.P. to the fallen milkies of the
yeah,
world, dude.
Yeah, I not.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah, I saw a Reddit post about this the other day, like this girl being like, "Am I an asshole for dumping my boyfriend because he threatened to dump me over my breast reduction?"
Interesting.
And she shared these texts with like, I mean, this guy is so fucking funny. He was like, yeah, I mean, look, honestly, first of all, we're in a relationship, so this is my decision just as much as it is yours.
Yeah.
Which is a wild way to open that volley.
Yeah.
And then being like, look, let's be honest, this is how I originally noticed you and why I came up to you
Wow.
to begin with.
Fuck.
Which is probably true. if we're
True,
being
but I
honest.
will say fucked up, but true.
Oh, she's totally in the right. Let's be
I
honest.
think that
Yeah, no, of course.
I
But,
think he might be in the right if they're under 6 months.
but let him cook.
Let him.
Let him cook a little bit.
Like if they've been together for 4 years, that's tough. But
Yeah.
like if they've been together for 6 months, like they weren't gonna get married anyway.
Yeah.
Did my sisters get
I don't think a
married
dude
soon?
who's saying shit like that is going to get married to anybody anytime soon.
No, definitely not. No.
I don't know. I'm going next week actually. My sister's engagement party.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Good for her.
I've never looked forward to something less. I don't.
I mean, engagements and weddings tend to make the family just work the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
It's just a job for like a week.
I don't know. Like I don't. It's just. I don't think I've ever been to a wedding, and I don't really want this to be the first one.
You've never been to a wedding?
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, they're a blast.
Are they?
Yeah,
If
weddings
you have,
are really
if you have
fun,
no
dude.
responsibilities,
Okay.
Well, you're
Just
gonna have
literally
to. Are
just
you
get
in the
hammered.
wedding party? Obviously.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
you get hammered on free booze, and the single women have never been hornier because
All
they're
right.
watching like what they want.
Do you guys?
I was the best man at my sister's wedding.
Okay.
And I had to give a speech, obviously.
Right.
So I crushed for fucking 10 minutes up there, dude.
Attaboy.
yeah.
So you were her fiance's best man.
Yes.
So were you guys friends before?
We're cool. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel
He's
like
a great guy. Shout out, John.
Did you introduce them or were you?
No,
friends
no,
after?
no, no. We were more friends like once they started dating. We got to
Interesting.
know each other, and then
Yeah.
we've been cool.
Yeah, I'm not like close with that. Like with my sister's fiance, like he's gonna have his own best man.
Does
and
she
stuff.
still live in New York? Or
Here's the thing. I live with them technically.
oh, okay.
It's hilarious to be like so on this.
Yeah.
And be like, actually, I live
They've
with the
just
guy.
been. Look.
They're
like,
gonna listen to this and be like, "Hey, maybe we should."
I don't know, but I feel like I'm gonna tell them like, "Hey, I talked about Sydney Sweeney's tits," and they'll be like, "All right, we're out." But on that topic, not to. This isn't a comment about my views on the economy, but I do think I'm more ass than tits. I think.
I think, yeah, I am too. I mean, that's being.
I've been
adult.
that way for a long while.
Being an adult.
Yeah, tits
Yeah.
are for babies.
Well, I also think like
Tits are literally for babies.
true, and we were
Ass is
talking.
for,
Yeah,
like,
but once you get the taste of some sweet breast milk, dude,
My God.
you understand what the babies are doing, dude.
I feel like
From what I gather, breast milk is like sweet, like end of the bowl cereal milk. Like that's what it tastes like, with like a hint
The
of like
Cinnamon
iron,
Toast
with a hint of
Crunch.
like iron,
I've had it.
because babies need iron.
And?
Yeah. By accident or on purpose?
After my son was born.
I'm still actually like by accident or on.
No, it was on purpose.
Okay, no.
I needed to. I
you
needed to
imagine-
taste the sweet
dude,
nectar,
wait,
dude.
Could you imagine an accidental cum shot from breast milk?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I think.
Patrice had that funny thing on O&A where he was like, I was dating this. I went on a date with this girl, and then I was fucking her. She was like, "Oh, I'm lactating still. I just had an abortion." And she was like squirting him with titty milk or
That's
something.
amazing.
It's
That's a
very funny.
Patrice
Oh yeah.
subject matter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever think about how popular he'd be if he was still around?
Oh,
No.
he'd be huge, dude.
He'd be huge.
Yeah. People
He-
love.
I mean, he's
He'd
on
be
my
Gillis huge.
he's on my Rushmore, dude.
Me
Yeah.
too, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my god. But no, going back to the fake tits thing,
Yep.
we were talking about, like, I think I'm more sympathetic to fake tits, too, because you can't grow bigger tits. You can do
You
squats.
can work on your ass.
That's
you can
true.
do
Work on your
That's
squats.
true.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, it's like...
And it won't look ridiculous like a BBL.
Exactly.
usually
It'll
does.
look better.
Yeah.
Like, it's like... It goes back to the Ozempic thing. I think I'm anti-shortcut, you know? Like, I think... And also, like...
It's weakness. You're being weak.
Maybe.
You're literally demonstrating that like you can't control yourself. You can't control your
Yeah.
food intake. That's
Yep.
what you're broadcasting to the world is that you've given up
Yep.
on that shit.
I guess.
Yeah.
I think the
Absolutely.
equivalency is like getting fake tits is like if a guy got a dick implant, and then like a butt implant is like if like guys could like get bicep implants.
Ozempic's.
They do.
Do they?
Oh, dude.
Oh,
there are some.
There's some
hatchet
cool.
jobs.
There's some
yeah.
dudes on the on Instagram and shit that I've seen. That
Jamie.
Oh baby.
Jamie pulled up. I do that in conversation.
Also, just real quick, Ozempic is gonna take Rascal Scooters off the market.
Look at this.
Oh my!
Dude, that looks so bad.
That looks
what
worse
the
than most
fuck?
BBLs.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
dude.
ladies, I take
Give
it
it
back.
again. Give it 10 years. I bet it'll look better.
You know, yeah, that's right.
They'll
It does.
they'll narrow it down,
It
dude.
does. It's a little. I mean, like the fake tits are getting good, but like when you see like Olivia Rodrigo get them, it's like she is 18. What are we? You know, I feel a little
See,
weird
that's
about
that's
it.
the thing is I dated a girl for a little while who I think I might have already talked about this on.
Olivia
the podcast.
Rodrigo has fake tits.
I think.
Oh shit.
I just if you're already so
Jamie,
beautiful,
pull it up.
Yeah. Let's get Olivia Rodrigo
If
up
you're
on the screen,
already
please.
so beautiful, it's all you're telling the world is that not just that. It's
She
not
is
that
hot.
you're not beautiful enough because you obviously are. You're a pop star.
Yeah.
That's literally the barometer for hot.
One for
Yeah,
the
she's
Filipinas.
she's
by the way.
fucking huge, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is she
Olivia Rodrigo-
Filipino?
Part like
and
me.
she's fucking gorgeous. So it's just
Yeah,
telling the
she's-
world like I'm still insecure after all that. I'm still insecure.
You know, while you pull that up, I got asked by someone if I was doing like the Boston Comedy Asian Festival, and I was like, "Fucking no!" How funny would that be? Just like Peter Liu, just like Uzair, and
Yeah.
then just like me.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah, that looks pretty. Different.
Oh yeah, she must have. Damn it,
I feel like that's industry.
my
pressure.
sweet angel.
They're more polar.
My sweet angel is
With that
tainted.
said,
dude.
I mean, like I said though, the technology's gotten good. It's tasteful. Like that's all I ask. If you're going to get implants, just make it tasteful.
I think it looks great as soon as the top comes off. I think, like, when I see it in porn, it's obvious to me instantly. And that doesn't mean that I change videos, but, like, it just, I don't know.
Well, there's some that are like hatchet jobs, dude.
There's some that are like,
the
oh,
fucking.
God, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but there's something weird to me about, like, investing in something that you know will only look good with your clothes on. You know what I mean? So it's like you're just trying to improve what it's like when somebody looks at you in a way that you proclaim to find unacceptable. Because if you caught a guy looking at your tits, you'd be like, "Hey, stop that!"
yeah.
But
I think.
you're buying it for just that reason.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like a lot of those porn stars probably got the fake tits. Like they're like the equivalent of doing Ozempic now. Like when it was still in the test phase. You know.
Yeah. I mean, that's like getting steroids as an athlete. I totally get it. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
your
Yeah,
job. It's your job.
Yeah. Like I don't fault any of those Russian Olympians. Like they were probably getting told to do it. Putin's
Dude,
gonna
baseball
shoot 'em.
players should be allowed to use steroids.
Baseball was
Baseball was so much more fun.
So fun during
Yeah.
the
It was
steroid
so
era.
much more fun.
Yeah, it's a hack bit at this point, but like,
Yep.
let's see how high these motherfuckers can really jump. You know?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So wait, let's back. So you don't like fake tits in porn?
I like them as in direct proportion to how noticeable it is that they're fake. If I can
Okay.
slightly be like, all right, that's all right,
Okay.
then like I don't mind. But
Yeah.
if it's like a hatchet job, then it just makes me sad for them. You know.
Yeah.
I'd still probably watch.
You ever seen that girl that like trying to make herself look like Lola Bunny? You ever seen that girl?
No.
She's had like ribs removed and shit.
What?
Yeah, let's pull Jamie.
Jamie, I feel like with that said, Lola Bunny. I mean,
Come on.
come on. But I like her because she's a bunny, not a human look like a bunny. You know what I mean? Like,
what should I Google? Lola Bunny
Oh.
surgery late.
I mean,
Wait, not Lola Bunny. Who's the bitch from
from
Framing Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I never saw
Something.
I got this.
Fuck!
I got this. I got this. It's coming. It's coming. Who
It's something bunny, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
But Lola Bunny, by the way, also.
Oh, yeah. I mean-
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica
There it is.
Rabbit.
There it
There
is.
she is. Would.
Oh, also the Lola Bunny design in Space Jam 2. Get that nonsense out
Still
of here,
haven't
dude.
seen it. Still haven't seen it.
I took my son to see it.
Okay. Yeah. Is LeBron?
Isn't the whole thing about
LeBron's
those movies
so
that
bad
they're
in it,
terrible?
dude.
Isn't the whole thing about those movies that they're fucking terrible?
I like
No, the first
original.
one's
I like
phenomenal,
the-
dude.
I don't
Is it
know.
really? I
Yeah.
thought Michael Jordan's performance was like retardedly bad.
I don't-
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
Jessica
Whoa.
Rabbit surgery. Listeners, if you want to ruin your day,
Whoa.
Google Jessica Rabbit surgery.
This shit's nuts, dude.
That's frightening.
Yeah.
I mean, again, this is like the
But
extreme version.
look at like the one. Like, look at how her fucking hips are. The
Ew.
And
the
here's
one
what's
right
really
below-
tragic is like.
Yeah, that one. Look at that. Dude.
You guys see
That's,
Kim-
Photoshop.
disgusting,
That's
dude.
You guys see Kim K
That's
at the Met Gala?
No.
She looked like that.
Right.
Really?
Like, her hips are.
Oh, in that
Like, she
that
looks like she's
fucking.
wearing like
She
a
like
corset.
visibly couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
She like looked physically uncomfortable.
She was wearing the Marilyn Monroe dress, right?
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
another time.
Yeah.
That was a different
Maybe?
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe
And
not.
she ended
Oh,
up
okay.
fucking it up too, which she got fired
Really?
for. Yeah.
Ah.
I'm
What'd
like,
she do?
I'm like weirdly up on Met Gala. Gotcha.
True.
I feel
But
like
here's okay.
Oh,
so
that's
here's
like
the real
people get
tragedy.
mad at Lizzo using that flute too.
she used a famous flute.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
in a museum or some shit.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
like some famous. some
But she's like a
was
flute player.
She's like a yeah.
It was like this glass flute that some president had used.
We had a
Or-
president that played the flute.
It was something political.
Gay.
Yeah, we've never had. Yeah, I feel like people are like we've never had a gay president, and I feel like there's always openly is the qualifier.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
I think there's
We
a,
had Barack
there's a
Obama,
case
dude.
to be made. I think there's a case to be made for Obama.
Yeah.
I think there's a case to be made.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he
Big Mike,
literally
baby.
Like there's stuff has surfaced that he doesn't deny, that he doesn't dispute. Like letters between him and friends when he was around college age, where he talked about like having male sexual fantasies.
I think he's straight though. I think that's just the typical. Hey, we experimented in college.
I mean, he smokes
You guys
cigarettes. He's
didn't-
incredibly
You guys,
debonair.
you guys
He
suck
keeps his
dicks
shit
in
together.
college?
No,
I didn't go to college, so no, I never had the chance.
Yeah, Kenny could be gay.
I could be closeted
You
gay, I
could've-
just didn't have the
You
opportunity
just
to.
never had this discovery.
Yeah.
I
No.
feel like doing Boston comedy in 2024 is basically like being. You'd know by now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be getting booked this month,
You'd
so
be-
that'd be cool.
You'd be missing it on something like that. Yeah. What a wildly stupid like career choice to make as a comedian. To
Yeah,
not
just be like-
admit that you're
To
gay.
not be
Yeah, I
gay.
know, right?
To be a closeted.
Yeah, to be closeted gay as a comedian in this day and age, dude.
I think there are. I mean, people.
I have an
speculate
announcement
that
to
there
make.
are a few.
Can you imagine?
I mean, dude,
On the
it'd be
Ked
great- It'd be great for
podcast.
the podcast.
It'd be
yeah.
good for
Yeah,
Would
this
it?
would. This
I don't
would
think
blow
I have
up.
enough people who know who I am.
Oh,
by
we'd
this
clip it
point.
immediately,
You-
dude.
We flip it.
Yeah.
It'd be
And then
literally
you-
our first
it
clip.
Our
wouldn't-
first clip.
It wouldn't be
Yeah.
about me either. It'd just be like comedian comes out as gay on podcast.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that it's
Yeah.
you.
As long as the pod blows up from it.
I think
yeah.
I think my mom has asked me at least 3 times if I'm gay. And,
Really?
And I like by the 3rd time I was like I'm denying it again. Where I was like, shit, am I? Like fucking.
I mean, you're very fit. You're well dressed. You have clear skin. Like these are all very gay qualities.
Yeah.
The difference between the difference between a mom and a dad, like my dad sometimes, if I don't bring a girl around for like 6 months,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I'm going out with someone, he's like, what's his name?
Your dad rules.
I'm like, dude, knock it off,
Your
dude.
dad rules.
You gotta have him on the pod.
I was
Yeah.
saying that last week.
Yeah,
I feel like so. What was? I feel like we talked about porn, but I know one of your bullets says porn here on this. Is there something in specific?
yeah. Oh, we were talking about Pornhub before, that's why.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I forget exactly what.
I don't
we were
remember
talking about.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop-up ads.
I think that
That's-
started
that-
us down the road.
Yep.
That inevitably
We hit the rabbit
landed
hole.
in porn.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
right. Well,
It's wild. Just for the listeners.
I just added
Nick
a
doesn't
minute
have
of. I just,
ad block.
Yeah, I know. I
It's-
don't.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also just added a minute of work for whoever had to edit that. Just be like, who said the boring thing? Oh, it was Nick again. All right, here's a cut. All right.
we don't do that.
We don't edit really anything, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time
There's been
somebody
like
asked
3
us-
things that we've edited out of this podcast.
Yeah, last
And
time
that's it.
somebody
You know what they
asked
were?
us to edit.
There's a couple
like,
things.
We literally named the podcast after the thing that they were asking us to edit out.
Was it
Yeah.
Raul?
No, that we edited out the entire thing. Yeah.
No, that was the first attempt. The second attempt was
We
phenomenal.
learned our lesson. Invite Raul to do things at 1 o'clock in the afternoon when he's only like 1 or 2 beers deep. Yeah.
He's only been hit by one car for the day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he texted us he'd been hit by a car. I was like,
On his way here, dude, he got hit by a car.
or did you hit a car? Like, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
There was I was at
Did
work
you
the
walk
other
in the
day.
middle of the street,
At a certain
Raul? Is that
point,
what
it's
happened?
your problem. You know?
Yeah.
He was trying to pick up a cigarette butt in the middle of the street.
I saw someone do that yesterday, and they got out unscathed. So
Yeah.
I think if that was the case, it would be completely Raul's
You
fault.
saw
for
somebody
not...
get carded?
No, they were picking up a cigarette butt off the ground to smoke, and they didn't get hit off like in the middle of the
What were
road.
you doing on Mass Ave?
First of all, that's exactly where I was.
Really? Yeah.
So I live right off it. I live right in that area.
It's crazy. We're hitting this at 56 minutes. That's insane, dude. You must see insane shit every day.
Yeah, I live. You know what's funny? So Cam McNeil, who is a Mass Ave lifer.
Yeah.
He was because he
Probably could have told that.
Shout out Cam McNeil,
Yeah.
friend of the pod.
friend of the pod.
Yes, friend of the pod.
He by the way might want to start a rival pod soon.
Oh,
Cam
yeah?
McNeil, lurking in the weeds.
Yeah.
I would love that,
Rising
dude.
tide. Rising tide lifts all.
Yeah.
I truly feel that way.
But he was like, he came over to my place once, just for like I honestly forget why, but he just comes up to me, he's like, you live on the side of Mass Ave where the shit goes down. He's like, I live on the side of Mass Ave where people run to when the shit goes down.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I mean, you guys have been to Middle East, it's kind of just the dividing line of Mass
I
Ave.
make a joke.
Of shit and
Of shit,
not shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
During bombing, I talk about the homeless problem on Mass Ave at the Middle East every fucking week. Yeah.
It's such a weird area. Like it's rapidly gentrifying, so they say, but it's still like you can still see like remnants of like what it used to be.
I mean, there are cities that are way worse than us. Like,
Oh, yeah.
San Francisco and Philadelphia in particular. Like, I think it's becoming relevant on a national level. People are starting to pay attention to it. It's
Right.
fucking insane and embarrassing, frankly.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a tragedy.
It's a nice area.
There's
Though.
someone in Austin just killing homeless people, which is pretty sick.
Oh wait, I
There's
heard
like a
about
serial
this.
killer.
Somebody's taking the problem into their own hands.
Yeah, dude.
Have you guys
Yeah.
seen The Wire?
Yeah,
It's Batman, dude.
This is season 5. This is season 5 of The Wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, just total war.
They have a Batman, dude.
Yeah.
No more detective work.
He is vengeance, dude.
Yeah,
He's
just assassinations.
yeah.
Man, I feel like killing homeless people is so like low hanging fruit.
It's a hat on a hat, dude. They're just gonna. You're just skipping a couple of weeks, dude. You know.
Oh my god! But yeah, yeah.
Low hanging fruit.
That's great. That's a good name. That's a good name.
I mean, I will say it is a bit of thrill. Like we were talking about hating shortcuts, Ozempic, low hanging fruit.
Yep,
Fake
right,
tits,
yeah.
or fake tits, not fake ass, low hanging fruit.
Yep.
That's a great point, though, killing homeless people, because they're right there. You want to kill somebody
Yeah.
impressive, kill a president, kill Jeff Bezos. You know?
Yeah.
Kill somebody who has literally private security.
Well,
you know, Rogan doesn't go
do something
anywhere
cool, dude.
without fucking a battery of Navy SEALs.
Which is hilarious because he looks like he could break your neck.
I know, yeah.
But
I mean, like Shaquille O'Neal has bodyguards.
Yeah.
It's like,
also, why isn't that guy in San Francisco? Why is he in Austin? The guy killing homeless. You know, you would think he would go to like the.
There's a
Mecca.
huge homeless
he's a
problem
stand-up
in,
comedian, apparently.
in Austin.
Of course he is.
It's probably like fucking William Montgomery or something from,
Yeah.
from Kill Tony.
Hans Kim.
Yeah. He's just killing a bunch of homeless people.
That's insane. I love how we still have the Lola Bunny photo up, dude. It's so
Yeah,
gross.
it's
It's so
disgusting.
Oh,
gross.
but
Yeah.
here's
Oh
what I was
my
going to
God.
say is that, like, if this woman
Jessica Rabbit, by the way.
was doing
That's-
this, I mean,
yep.
this is already a woman who's beautiful. Like, that's
Is
what's
she,
so
though?
sad to me about this. She's fine. She's
Well, that's after quite a few surgeries, definitely.
that's true.
Her face already is
Maybe
fucked.
they were working for a while.
This is insane. I just don't. Would
This
you
is-
guys get plastic surgery? I don't think I would.
I think that's easy to say when we're all young and beautiful. But
Oh.
I think you get to a certain age and you're
Speak
like,
for yourself, bud.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, like Tom Brady. I will say, like he looks okay.
Yeah.
I
I mean, he
mean,
looks incredible. What
like
are you talking
he's gotten the jaw implants, right?
Has he really?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, dude.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
extension or the buccal fat?
I
Did
think
you watch
maybe
the roast?
I watched
His face
I
looked
watched Nikki Glaser's
way
set.
different than when he was in New England, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like he lost weight, but I
Florida
think
done changed that, man.
It's so embarrassing.
Single life.
Worth
Yeah.
$500 million.
Well, he still needs to fuck supermodels, dude, to keep up with his thing. You know,
He's the best football
That's what they
player
want.
of all time.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I think no, but I think he's maybe gotten the jaws and the buccal fat removal.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what I'd do if I when I'm 40 to 50, maybe let myself go. I think I'd maybe do that.
I just don't like the idea of people talking about it on podcasts.
Oh well, sorry.
It
Well,
being
fuck
so
me. All right.
abundantly clear to everybody. Well, no, not fuck you. Fuck them for doing it. It's,
Yeah.
it's just so embarrassing that you're willing to. It's so obvious.
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe the bicep implants will be good by then.
yeah, true.
I don't know.
Just get ripped. Just get ripped immediately.
Yeah.
By the time these surgeries are as good as we need them to be, we'll all be living in the metaverse anyway.
A little Ozempic with a bicep implant, dude. You're golden.
Yeah.
You're golden.
Speaking of tying it together, porn stars Tom Brady. We were talking about. I think like Tom Brady, every great athlete has a cliff where they fall off.
Of course.
I think that's true of porn stars as well.
Oh, definitely.
Probably even more dramatic of a
There was a good couple months where a bunch of them were dying rapidly.
Really?
Yeah,
they
like,
had a lot of overdoses.
Yeah, they
That's
were
terrible.
ODing and shit.
I mean, I'm like,
What happened?
Weren't we
what happened
at
to-
a mic when one of them overdosed?
Yes. Wait. Yes.
Emily
yes.
something?
Yes.
Emily Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is she okay?
I don't know.
No, she died, I believe.
What?
What?
Yeah.
I never saw that she died. I just saw that she OD'd.
She was in critical condition, I believe, is what the thing was. But I'm pretty sure she died.
I mean I also think I don't want to relate it to playing quarterback, but it's two positions that take a lot out of you. I feel like I don't know. I feel like a lot of them quit early. Maybe.
Oh no, she was in a coma. She woke up though.
Oh,
She's
thank
good.
God.
I think we would have heard if she died.
Yeah.
Easily, yeah.
Get
But I mean,
working, Emily. Get back on the.
Look, excessive,
Yeah.
to me, excessive drugs
That was in April?
That was in April. We need new
2 months
content.
off, lady. Come on.
Content.
Yeah.
She's nice and
Get
tight.
back
hasn't
on
done
the
work on it a
OF.
bit.
Yeah.
Get back in the game.
Who is Emily? Yep, I know
Who
her.
was wicked upset about it? Was it
Louis
fucking
J.
Jackson?
Gomez.
Yeah.
Louis J. Gomez does this.
Jackson
shit every
Watts
time
took
a
it
porn
to
star.
fucking heart when he
He
thought
does
she was
Watts?
dying.
Yeah.
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 Jackson Watts rules.
He's so funny,
when
dude.
My first ever paid show
Mm.
was with Juan and Ren when they were running their show here.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
And,
I did that one.
Yeah, you were on that.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
maybe I don't remember if you were on it that night, but you were on it at some point.
Yeah.
I remember talking to you about it.
Yeah.
But we were waiting for the show to start, and Jackson Watts showed up, and there was one bathroom, and he went and used it and sat down next to me, and he was like, "Dude, I just clogged the toilet."
Oh, that speaking of Mass Ave, that venue was right on Mass Ave.
It was, yeah.
It had one bathroom that did not work. I think
Because
You
of
can
Jackson.
thank Jackson
Probably
Watts.
because-
Yeah.
That's funny. I think that speaking of, I think the last time I saw you, we were on a show together. Maybe the worst set I've had in months. It was so bad.
Which one?
At the last one at Tits in Alston.
Oh, I thought you did fine. That room sucked.
Well, here's the thing.
I thought that room was good.
When you were there, it was good.
The night, the night I went.
This is a different.
I
night.
had one of the worst sets I've had in a minute, and
Dude, I bombed horribly. I was
Yeah.
hosting that night.
it was. Well, I thought.
Thank you.
Well, no,
No. But
I was like,
I thought Carolina was the only one who did truly well.
yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I had one of those where I was cringing after, and I went into this when I left the venue. I went into this alleyway where I was just it was one of those, and two of the people from the show walked by. They didn't see me, and I just overhear them going, "Yeah, some of it was decent."
Oh fuck!
And I was also cringing, but at the same time, you guys are kind of right. I didn't have my A game. That wasn't. I don't think I would have laughed at myself either.
This is where I will only allow myself to get truly depressed about nights like that when I'm between 5 and 10 years into comedy.
Okay.
It's to hold yourself to that standard. I mean, like every respectable comedian I've ever heard talk about this says that
Dude, I hold
you
myself
don't-
to that standard at open mics.
I mean, you should. Okay, there's two different conversations. You should hold yourself to that standard every time you perform.
Yeah.
There's that.
But letting it get to you, I guess.
letting
is,
it get to you,
yeah.
exactly. Like everybody, like I heard Norm Macdonald told Tim Dillon at a festival once, like, "How long you been doing this?" Tim Dillon was like, "I don't know, like 5 years." And Norm was like, "Oh, it takes 10 years to be a comedian." And this was right after Tim's set.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he just got like crushed by it.
I think I've talked to you about this, Kenny, but that's one of my favorite things about you is that you fucking like treat comedy like a sport. Like you are like,
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
Kenny's about it.
yeah.
Dude, don't do this, please.
No, I remember we talked about
Knock
this
it
while
off,
playing.
knock it off.
Kenny
dude.
tries really hard.
No. Like in the best, like we were playing Papa Shot while discussing this. Like I think like he I don't know. Like I think you need to have kind of just like a sense of like you gotta fucking want it. You know?
You have to make every single one count.
Yeah, especially as a straight white man in 2024. Nothing's given to you anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Well, thank you for
Thought this was
recognizing
supposed to be
the struggle.
easier, dude. What
Yeah.
the fuck is going on?
no, but like you do like I think like it music's a little weird because you can like have a talent and people will see it and like comedy's so subjective where it's like nothing's ever going to be given to you. You know, like no one's going to be like this guy's the next this. You have to kind of make it happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if you do make it happen in a way that other people perceive as cheap, there's no worse place to do that in than in comedy. Because you'll instantly
Yeah.
get other comics shitting on you in a way that musicians just don't. Like
Oh,
Matt Rife
yeah.
made it big, and instantly there was an article where Mark Maron was like, "Boo!"
Yeah.
Like it's just unavoidable.
Yeah, it's cool that it still happens at like that big level.
That sounds like my
makes it
grandfather
feel-
pronouncing the Giants stadium. Matt Rife. Come on. All right.
yeah.
So
On that note,
no.
gentlemen,
All right.
we're at an hour 6.
Oh my God.
Do you have something else?
Well, I feel like I cut off Kenny.
I don't remember what I was gonna say now.
Matt Rife.
We've been drinking, guys.
All right.
The fact that it still happens at like the big level,
Yeah.
it makes sense that like people in Boston get mad.
To
like
his credit, he's
like
like
if
12
you
years in though.
Matt Rife.
Yeah.
Oh
he
yeah.
started when he
Yeah.
was like 15.
Yeah.
I feel like people are a little unfair to him.
Matt Rife did literally nothing wrong. That's my point, though. Is
Yeah.
Speaking of hot.
that's the thing. That's literally the only thing he did wrong
Oh,
is being
God.
hot. And so people could detect there are people in his audiences that aren't there for the comedy. They're there to just drool over him. And so that's the problem that they have.
Yeah.
You know. So like if you make it on for a reason that is it all even unrelated to comedy, you're gonna get flack.
Yeah. Hey, boys.
Once again, hope crowd work clips die soon.
Oh my God.
We've
Is my
hit,
fly
we've
open or something? Why are you
touched
looking
on
at me
this.
like this?
Was I looking at your dick?
You were looking at something.
Oh.
Oh baby.
Well, I mean,
Maybe Nick is gay.
we're in your bedroom. I'll tell you.
I know. Very erotic.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I love
My
recording
Derek Jeter
I
picture.
love recording a podcast where you jerk off. It's amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah, you can smell the essence.
He
of
probably
it.
airplays it onto the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like it better in high res.
Come on, it's HDMI.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't get the lag.
Yeah.
Can't be busting a nut to buffering.
Yeah, this is an amateur hour.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Dude,
Oh,
this-
real quick.
yeah, go for it.
Eminem's new song is sick.
It's good.
I need to listen to it.
it's really
Okay,
good.
All right. Yeah.
It's really
Is he
good.
back?
It's good.
White women on the internet are mad about it, so you know
it's
it's
a banger.
good.
All right.
It starts off with the guess who's back?
Oh,
back again.
nice.
Yeah.
Once I heard that, I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
gonna be a
It's a
banger. Here we
reprisal.
go.
It's a reprisal.
Oh, yeah.
I hope that
He was ready,
back
dude.
and that he's not just.
Dude,
like,
people are so
cashing
mad
in
about
on
the
that.
Megan Thee Stallion line.
What'd he say?
He said like, if I asked Megan Thee Stallion for a feature, would I still have a shot at her feet? Is what he says.
Oh, that's funny.
And
is
it's a
funny.
great line, dude.
Yeah.
It's a great line. And it's classic Eminem shitting on popular celebrities, dude.
With
That's
that
what he's
said-
always done in his whole career.
It's gotta be some tough feet to fuck, dude.
Well, he's always.
She's probably got like her feet are probably bigger than mine. Like
Oh, for sure, dude.
Her hooves.
Yeah, yeah. She's a size.
She is a stallion.
She's a size 18
She's
woman's.
beautiful. She's beautiful, but she probably towers over me.
She is a perfect example of like this kind of woman who I think the tit version of we're now seeing. It's like these astronomically huge asses that like.
But she worked for it.
Hey, good for her.
I don't think she got implants.
I
She
got
was-
nothing against Megan Thee Stallion.
She was put over Doja Cat on the top 10 hottest rappers,
That's
and I don't like that.
Insane.
Doja Cat's my number one, dude.
She's so stupidly hot. She tries aggressively to not be hot.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Nicki Minaj was the number one, and I thought that was insane.
That's also insane.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj started.
It was Nicki Minaj, Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion, Doja Cat. And I was like, flip that list completely upside down.
Literally, yes. Yeah.
Put Sexy Red not on the list, actually.
Yeah.
Get her off there.
Yeah.
She looks like Young Thug, dude.
She has Drake ties, dude.
She looks like Young Thug. She looks just like Young Thug.
Pull it up. Wait, who is
Yeah, get Sexy Red up on the screen,
I don't think
dude.
I even know who this is.
Yeah.
You should know who this is.
With 2 X's, okay.
Of course.
I think.
Yeah. She looks like Young Thug,
She
dude.
does look like Young Thug with the glasses and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I did it.
Yeah, of course you would. Of course, she's not an ugly person. It's just she's just mostly an ass.
Young Thug is also a feminine-looking fella, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sexy Red on Trump. Let's.
MSNBC.
But she has that
Oh
song.
my God.
Gross.
I will never give you guys money.
She leaked her sex tape on Instagram, which was hilarious.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That rules.
She has a song about how her pussy's pink.
What?
Here's a prediction. We're gonna start seeing more of that.
It's not.
Like, celebrity sex tape.
Wait.
It's not pink.
I didn't know they came in other colors. Is that racist?
The roast beef, dude.
Oh,
Never heard that?
Sounds something.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Even that's shades of pink, though. I would qualify that as umbrella term, pink, you know?
Purple.
You've never had a bad roast beef, dude.
I've never had bad room, and I never will.
Yeah.
No. I don't
Sometimes there's no pink in it.
know. That's wow.
It's disgusting.
Yikes.
Oof.
Being from the North Shore, dude, I
I've never
got
enjoyed roast
It's
beef.
got gross.
roast beef Sammy's,
Dry
dude.
and boring sandwich. Yeah.
I'm gonna take you to some spots, dude.
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right. Change my opinion. I would love to have my opinion changed.
Me, Davey, and Sherfy were supposed to go get beef soon, so we'll tag you in.
All right.
That'll be a fun ass hang too, dude. Yeah.
Well, have fun, guys. Wow.
Crushing dry meats together.
Hey, Nick.
No, we'll invite you when we're going to go to somewhere with good food.
Okay. All right.
Dude,
Dude, roast
What
beef
the fuck?
Roast beef's terrible.
Dude.
Roast beef's,
you're shitting on my entire culture,
Look,
dude,
I would
in
love to
North
be proven
Shore.
wrong. I would love to be proven wrong.
I don't know. I can't weigh in on
Oh,
that. I
also,
don't eat a lot of
New
rice.
York pizza is so much better than in Boston.
Yeah.
New York style pizza is so much better.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
the best pizza in Boston is Joe's Pizza, which is a chain from New York.
New York style, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even
But
remotely close.
the New York style is so much better than whatever bullshit. There was an argument in the Facebook group, that's why I'm bringing
What?
it up.
Who
About
was trying to
how
argue that Boston
Boston
was better?
pizza is better than Connecticut and New York style
That's just
pizza.
being a contrarian. At that
Yeah,
point.
that's
Yeah, yeah.
that's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Boston has good lobster rolls because they're cheap, because they're available, because of our proximity to
It's
the
right
ocean.
to the ocean.
That's
yeah.
it. That's the only thing we do well. Like,
Nah,
yeah,
shout out roast beef
gastronomically.
sandwiches, dude.
Yeah.
Kelly's roast beef is the reason that Arby's is a thing. Did you know that?
No.
That's a fun fact.
That's not impressive to me.
That's impressive to me. Are you fucking kidding me? Arby's is huge.
The dude who started Arby's, he was trying to find a new way to do like fast food shit. And he
Whoa.
went to Kelly's roast beef on Revere Beach and was like, "Oh, we should do roast beef sandwiches. Fast food."
Wow.
Yep.
And he just fucking nuked it.
Just did it.
He fucked it all up.
Because that's what Arby's stands for.
What?
RBs. Roast beefs.
Holy shit.
Whoa. I
Come
didn't
on
know
now,
that.
dude.
I didn't know that.
Mind
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to
My
Ked
dad
Talk.
watches this. My dad watches this show called like How Things Are Made or something on History Channel.
Yeah, yeah.
There was an episode about Taco Bell and Arby's,
Holy shit.
Did the guy...
which were like
The History Channel-
untraditional.
the History
It was
Channel
like
is following
untraditional fast food play, like
Did the
because
guy...
like it's like tacos and
Yeah.
they were the first people to do tacos, Taco Bell as
The
fast
History
food.
Channel used to talk about like the pyramids and the Roman Empire. Now it's down to Arby's.
Well,
and
they used to
Taco
say it was all due to aliens and shit. So
Bell.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
South Park also nailed that.
Oh,
Like,
yes,
this
yes.
is
That's right.
Kyle Broflovsky from DeVry University talking about how the Pilgrims were aliens. That's
Sick.
phenomenal South Park episode.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, I think the guy who did the roast beef voiceovers, though, or the Arby's voiceovers. Oh, what a voice.
We have the meat.
Yeah.
Who is that guy? He's
I don't-
probably a recognizable
His
voice
name
actor.
is
He's from the movie Major League, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fuck is his name?
I don't know, but man, that
Shit.
voice.
Harlan Williams was just talking about that on
A little bit of pre-cum when I hear that
on
voice.
Jordan Jensen and Ian Fidance's podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
To their credit, that is one of the more recognizable slogans I've ever heard.
Do you guys
We
think
have
roast
meats?
beef
We have the
actually?
meats.
Yeah.
Do you guys think it actually like pussy looks like roast beef?
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
Sometimes.
A certain
Sometimes.
kind of a pussy that's on that end of the spectrum. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
the one where
there's pussy that's just a slit, and then there's pussy. Nikki Glazer has the best bit on this ever. She's like, my
Okay.
pussy looks like a hastily packed suitcase.
Oh
That's
my
hilarious.
god. That's
Dane Cook-
really funny.
Dude,
Dane
this is the
Cook
only
says
reason I
that,
watched any of the Tom Brady roasts is Nikki Glazer fucking
That
roasts.
is really
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Dane Cook once said high school play curtains, which is another banger.
Not that. Not
Another
that.
banger.
Yeah.
All right. Oh jeez.
Whoa.
Oh jeez. I
Did you
finished
just-
the vodka. No, my phone fell.
Okay.
My phone fell.
Yeah.
No, I didn't spill. Come on, I wouldn't spill on your carpet. Come on.
He finished that
You're
vodka a while
You're
ago. dude.
allowed to spill on this carpet.
Guys excited for the C's?
I am actually, yeah. It's probably already started.
It did start? Yeah.
44.
Is this where you need to put a disclaimer? We're recording this on Thursday.
Started
Game 1 of the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Celtics up 12-9 with 7 minutes and
There's
54
so much,
seconds.
I feel like
in the first.
they're very much a better team than Dallas.
Yeah, definitely.
So-
And Porzingis is back, dude. We got this.
I thought
Right,
they were.
but Dallas has those two giant white.
Can we
guys,
all go
right?
to can we get a comedy squad to go to the fucking parade when they win?
Maybe.
I'd love to.
Live podcast from the parade route
Oh boy, that would
for the
be fun.
Patreon subscribers.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah,
be
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought they were the better team when they lost to Golden State. So
I think so too.
So
Even
fun.
though they were underdogs, but they were
Yeah.
still better.
But
Yeah.
I just love those two. I mean, I'm Slovenian, so I'm a little
you're
biased.
Slovenian?
Yeah.
Is that what your last name is?
Orezem, yes.
Oh,
Slovenian.
I didn't know what I thought it was. But
Along with Anthony Jeselnik, Melania Trump, and those two giant white dudes from Dallas.
wow,
Jokic and who's the
No,
other one?
Jokic is on Denver.
Oh, okay.
Luka.
Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic, excuse me. Yes.
Yeah,
Dude, he's been balling since he was like 13 years old.
I love the childhood photos of him. He's
It's-
so fat. It's
I just
so
love
funny.
that they're
It's so
pudgy.
funny.
They're pudgy and they're beating these guys.
Well, dude,
They're
as
so rich.
a fat kid, it just warms my heart. I was a fat kid, like fat.
We all have fat moments. Like right before puberty, every dude.
I
is
became
fat.
a fat kid and never stopped,
Yeah.
which is hilarious.
And that's nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
hold
with
on to your childhood.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be funny if I wasn't, so it's
I
fine.
think about that sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just see like,
If you were funnier as a fat person.
well, I don't know. Like I just like I'll
No,
see,
but even having a fat childhood makes you funnier.
I think so. I remember on the bus when I was in 3rd grade, like one of the only times in my life I've like ever felt like I was like, oh shit,
You were like killing.
maybe I was bullied. No,
Oh,
like
oh,
like a
opposite.
kid on the bus was like
Oh.
he was like going over everyone's body types.
Oh shit!
He was like, you're skinny with a medium-sized head. And going over every single person, and he got to me, and he's
What
like,
did this
you,
kid look like?
He's like, you have a medium-sized head. He like didn't. He was black and Haitian, if it matters.
Definitely gay. Just analyzing all these dudes' body types. It is hilarious though to give all these innocuous descriptions like small head, large head,
He just
medium
called-
head, and
he
then get
called
to
me-
Nick like you're a fat
He
piece.
called. To his credit, he only said mildly fat, which I think was him trying to be nice.
That's not bad.
He was,
Oh
yeah,
man.
and I,
He's
and I
being a
was,
Haitian,
I was
Haitian
more-
good boy.
I was
That's
more
really
than
funny.
mildly fat. I'll give him a pass. They just had the earthquake. He was probably going through a lot.
Dude,
Was he actually like from Haiti?
No, but when the earthquake happened, like his cousins came to live with him who were from Haiti, so he was like a
Because we had like a couple of foreign exchange students when I was in like middle school,
yeah.
and one of them, I forget where he was from, but he didn't speak English at all, and he would carry around like a PSP.
That's awesome.
It was around that time.
Yeah.
PSP was sick, dude.
Yeah.
PSP was really
They're ahead of its
Sony
time,
missed
dude.
a real opportunity.
It was
Ahead of its time.
The first
The
Nintendo
portable
Switch.
gaming.
Way
Yeah.
ahead of its time, dude.
Yeah.
And he would just download porn on there.
That's so.
He had so much porn on
American
his
porn.
of
This
all
kid's animated.
kinds,
Where's
dude.
this kid now?
I feel like Haitian porn is probably fired.
I don't know if he was Haitian.
Probably
He
like-
was just a foreign
oh, wait.
exchange
This kid
student.
definitely made
I don't know why I
$100
just
million off
assumed he was
GameStop.
Haitian.
Yeah, yeah.
Apologies.
No, he was some sort of Hispanic, but he didn't
Oh,
speak
dude.
English at all.
They probably have that
And he just had
gross, dirty
so
porn.
much porn on his
Oh, it's-
PSP. Like, it was the whole hard drive of it.
I like that.
And he would just show all of us in school.
Dude, I feel like foreign porn is like
We were
it's,
in, like, 7th grade.
it's like
Just
it's like the rare like when you hear a singer without auto tune, you're like this is gritty. Like
Yeah.
foreign people porn, like it's just outside and gross.
Dude, they, like, posted on Facebook?
Yeah, you're like,
you guys
this is-
getting those
you're like, this
videos
is-
on your feeds?
Have you
Dude, when I
been,
was
Of just, like,
the bots
ladies
tagging you?
showering.
Oh, I've been getting.
And they're They just have a towel over them
Ugh.
and they like drop it for a second. And,
Wow.
it's just on Facebook.
I'd
It's like breastfeeding videos. I get those all the time too.
My dad gets
My
those.
Facebook is all fucked up, dude. I don't know what I did.
Do we?
They know I'm a horny little boy.
See,
No.
it's funny people say like, "Oh, my algorithm's so fucked up. I don't know how it happened." It's like
Yeah,
I can't
it's
imagine
'cause-
anything less
I have a reason.
impartial than an algorithm. The algorithm is just
Yeah,
it's true. It's
just
not-
exactly what you want. It's
It
like
knows.
It's like when who was it? Like was it Queen Latifah or Monique? One of those that was like complaining about how her special didn't get picked up and Dave Chappelle's did, as if Netflix is racist. Like
Yeah.
these people are the most money-minded, like
Yeah,
just
that's true.
by the numbers people possible. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's like Facebook is not trying to fuck you up with breastfeeding videos. What happened is they showed you one, you watched it for a while, and now you're in that hole.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
I think what it is
It's weird when it's a real kid.
It's like a
That's all I'm
loophole.
saying.
It's like a loophole for
Like the
it's a
ones where
loophole.
they have like the dolls, the fake dolls, and it's just a lady.
There's real kids in these videos.
Some of them, dude. Yeah.
What about
the kid just
I'm not
latching
interested in
on.
the dolls.
There's girls who like just show
Oh
their
my-
tits
It's
and
like
then
a
they pull out.
demonstration,
They
like
pull
a-
out like a baby doll and they put it on the
Like
tit.
a how-to video.
Yeah, exactly. But there's some where it's just like a fucking like 2-year-old kid and he's just like fucking trying to latch onto the nip and she's just like
That's
showing her
crazy.
And
tits
you're
to the
just thinking,
camera.
that kid's a little too old for this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My dad gets fed these, and I don't have the heart to tell him. I
And
was
how do you know
this
that?
It's
algorithm?
your fault,
he told
buddy.
Me. He told me.
Yeah.
Wow. My dad.
But
I don't think
think
gets those videos, but also would not tell me if he did.
I think it's obvious what's
Yeah, this is
happening
an on
here.
you type of thing. Yeah.
Certain guys clearly, in my dad's case, I would imagine it's this thing in his mind. I think it's subconscious. I don't think he's intentionally doing this.
Yeah.
But it's just this thing of like, this is a loophole. It's like, I'm seeing tits, but I'm not really... It's not like I'm seeing
Doesn't
porn
count.
tits.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's like
seeing
looking
model
at a
tits.
dick at a urinal.
Literally, yes. Literally, yes. 100% yes.
Do you guys?
Our closet gay correspondent Nic Ferreira with the intel.
I don't look. A qualifier. I don't think I'm gay. But I'm a curious
That
fellow.
was a great comparison. Dick at a urinal. It's
Yeah.
it's a loophole. I'm sure
Yeah.
for gay guys, like closeted gay guys, get fed
Oh.
dick at urinal
Dude.
videos.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Because it's like in the wild. It's not forbidden.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah. You're not looking at porn. You're just
Yeah.
looking at guys, doing what they gotta do.
I'm surprised that we haven't seen more shit just going to jocks and stuff. We go on Sunday nights.
I don't go to jocks at all anymore.
I don't either.
That place is not for me.
Because I hate gay people.
No, they just don't. They don't like me. Is why I don't go there.
I don't
anymore.
think
I found
like
them
either.
incredibly supportive. I actually found them too supportive. I was like, I'm not getting an
No,
honest read
I've
on
heard
my
people
comedy
say
here.
that. Yeah, I've heard people say that.
Yeah, Jocks is great. I'm a big fan of Jocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
It's
Just
a-
in terms of like
I didn't like
their-
it. I went there like 4 times and I didn't like my experience at all.
Well, you're funnily enough, like between the two of us, you actually kind of go harder than I do. It's like I have some material that can appeal.
Especially
to
when I
guys.
start. It was when I
But you know
started
what?
too.
All right, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
There's
I feel like
some-
I-
you
I-
take a while to
I like
get
touchy
into
stuff.
your more.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I like touchy stuff too,
Yeah.
obviously. But like, if you open with like stuff about Jace, I think you do great.
That's never an opener, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Actually,
Buy
the
yourself
last
a-
time I did a set there was in March, and it was Women's History Month, and I was doing that joke
It's one of my favorite jokes of yours.
for the whole
Yes.
month, which was March is Women's History Month.
Yeah.
I thought last month was bad.
Oh yes, I remember. Dude, great job.
I like that joke.
It's a great joke.
It's a
but
fun
in
joke.
that
Obviously,
room-
I'm kidding.
In that room, it's obviously it's not gonna work.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like you, like people, like they know you're kidding, but they won't laugh anyway because they just like
Yeah.
feel like they can't.
Dude, that joke was almost batting 1,000.
Yeah,
It was the one time I did it at Jocks that it didn't work.
dude.
That was the only time.
I just wonder if like this thing of people not laughing at stuff, even though they know it's a joke, is unique to our time, or if there's just always been these people.
It has to always have
Yeah,
been
it
like
has
that.
to always
Think.
have been around. I think it got extreme for a while. I think that's why people gave it a name, gave
Yeah.
it the name of cancel culture.
Yeah.
Because it got extreme for a while. But these people have to have always been around.
Yeah.
Just deciding not to laugh.
Yeah, maybe.
Which, what a sad existence. Have things you're deciding not to laugh at.
I think like
Or you feel like you can't. laugh at.
Right,
you know?
right. Because I think that's a big part of it. Like, I think it's one thing when it's like an audience member or like someone who's like going to a show. It's their choice whether they want to laugh or not. But when I see other comedians or people who like call themselves like comedians or say that do comedy and say they care about comedy, when they're trying to police other comedians, I think that's kind of where I draw the line. Because it's like, do you want what do you want?
It's just counter to the core philosophy of what
then they're
comedy
also
is, which is to laugh at literally everything to get through the fucking day. Like, how good is your life that you can afford to not laugh at things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but they're the type of people that go up on stage and just have a
milk toast.
like a speech type of deal.
Yeah.
I think
Like, they're not saying jokes. They're just like, we
just
should
like,
free Palestine
the genocide
right now.
must be stopped. The genocide must be stopped for 5 minutes.
And then it's like, all right, dude.
Which we all agreed, the genocide must be stopped.
Yeah.
And then it gets an applause.
Again, just like the tents, dude, your set isn't doing that.
Yeah.
So you don't need to waste your time
And
at
it's
the sober
also,
mic.
speaking of low-hanging fruit, it's an easy applause break.
Yeah.
Like, there are people trying to write
course.
jokes. You know what I mean? Like, like I think, I don't know. Like, I think I see a lot of people, I mean, new comedians, but even people who've been doing it for a little bit, where it's like, is this comedy or is it activism at this point?
Exactly.
Like, what are we doing? You know?
I think that's
I think
that's coming to an end.
The goal, it is. I think it is too. Like, I think it got really bad, like, in the last 4 years, and I think we're coming out of it, but... like, I think the goal always has to be funny, you know? Like,
of course.
Like, I see, like, certain shows even, where, like, I'll be watching it, and I'll be like, I feel like they made a point, like, their writer's room was like, we need to make these jokes that are okay with these communities, where it's like, shouldn't the ultimate goal being funny, you know, shouldn't it be funny? You know?
I feel like Big Mouth became that.
A little bit, I mean, I think SNL, you know?
Yeah.
SNL's been that.
Yeah.
You know what's ironic is that I think this might have started with Louis. It's because Louis had bits that were still incredibly funny, but were also very woke.
Right.
So, like, one of the biggest bits ever was him on Conan talking about technology and how everything's amazing, but nobody's happy.
Yeah.
And how, like, people get on planes and complain.
He did it in the hilarious special.
That's
after
a fundamentally,
that.
like, class-conscious, very woke bit. It's like, what makes it work is also what makes it funny, which is a criticism of, you know, spoiled, privileged, you know, white people in America. But, like, when he did it, it was still funny.
Yes.
And then people just heard the messaging and decided to make that their careers. And then you get
but someone like
then you
Louis,
get fucking Hannah Gadsby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone like Louis can actually make it funny, though.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, anybody theoretically could make it funny.
Yeah,
it's just a lot
but
of
it's
people,
a lot of people
A lot
don't.
of people just didn't understand that that's what he was doing. That he was making jokes.
Yeah, I mean, I think with that said, though, I to me, the ultimate funny will always be silly, and I think silly is universal, and everyone loves that.
Yeah.
So I think with all that said, like, everyone would still loves the stuff that's ultimately funny.
Yeah.
I think the solve for this is that there should just be a different genre of art form, which is just the monologue. You go up and do a monologue.
Yeah.
Whether you call it spoken word, whatever you want to call it, whether it's 5 minutes or for an hour.
Storyteller. I hear that word a lot.
You talk
that
about
word kind of makes
whatever
me
you
laugh.
want to talk about. Yeah.
It's like, what is this? Just like that makes me think you wrote stand-up jokes without punchlines.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
but there is some good storyteller comics.
That's true.
I mean, like Jack Hall.
Oh,
all of his jokes are like stories, but he's
a comedian.
But
I don't think he would call himself a storyteller.
punch.
Well, that's what bothers.
You know?
I think that's what ultimately, whether we realize it or not, that's what bothers all of us about like the Ninettes of the world is that it's like they're stealing comedy valor. It's like, call this what it is. Nanette, like
I thought.
So Hannah Gadsby. No, that's the special. Did you ever see it?
No. I'm
it's
racist
worth
and
watching.
misogynist. Is she gay?
She's Australian.
All right,
it doesn't count.
I hate counterclockwise toilets.
She's like, I'm fucking gay and I was molested.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I'm a homophobe.
It's an incredible special, and it because it shifted the culture dramatically. But what people took issue with is that ultimately, more than anything, it's a monologue.
I bet it's cool.
It's great.
She just talks about getting
it's great for
raped.
What it
is really
it's
what
great
it is.
for what it is.
Right.
But like, what bothers people about it is that
right.
she called it a comedy special.
Yeah.
And it's not.
And it's not at all.
I see what you're
It's
saying.
something else entirely, and that's not to say that it's bad.
Right.
It's just something different.
No, it's a good piece of art, but it's
an
not
incredible
comedy.
piece of art.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, and that makes sense to me. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm okay with that as long as you classify it. Yeah.
Well, we've solved cancel culture.
Hell yeah,
guys.
We did it.
Did we cover every topic on
We
the whiteboard?
did it. Shall
We
we get
did
to
it.
Israel now?
Yeah, let's do it. No.
We're an hour and a half.
Jesus.
Baby.
Well done, fellas.
This flew, dude.
Yeah.
I had fun. Thanks for inviting me into your bedroom.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Dude, I love when we have friends on this pod. It's so fun.
I said it. I said it before.
Cutting that out.
No. Like first of all, thank you.
No, people we're actually like closely friends with, though. Is what I mean.
It's a nice change to not have people that we fucking hate.
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
I will put this.
I'm saying people that we're like actually tight with. Though.
Yeah, Nick's been
You know?
we've been doing it since I started. I feel like
We've always been cool since I started too.
You guys.
Yeah.
I do love you guys. And no, we talked about this before. I'll throw myself under the bus. You guys have been having people who are like doing things and getting followings. I'm the buffer episode in between the big guests. You have to get me to.
I don't see you that way. Dude.
Nope.
I'm the filler track between the singles on the album, and that's all right.
There's where people are at, and then there's the rate at which they're rising. You know, and I think that you're improving and rising faster than anybody we know. In that sense, you're totally in the category with these other people.
Well, thank you, and I'll use this moment to say I was staring at your dick.
Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for coming to my Ked Talk.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Anything to plug?
Oh, fuck. I don't know.
I never have anything.
I'm opening for Des Bishop next month.
At Comedy on Carlson?
Yeah, back home.
Hell yeah.
No one who's listening to this probably lives there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. This is more ritualistic than anything else.
Yeah.
It's not like a real,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know what shows I have coming up. Hold on.
Hey, subscribe to Ked on Patreon.
Yeah, subscribe to our Patreon.
Look for merch coming soon.
Celtics are up 10. Let's go.
All right.
Shit. We gotta get to Jeannie.
Hey, thanks for. I feel like we went over. I'm sorry.
No,
thanks for
not
the
at all.
vodka that
No,
was free.
we want as much.
This is great.
All right,
This is
good.
great.
If the convo is flowing like that,
All right.
we'll
Hey, I had a
never
blast.
stop it, dude.
I'll come back anytime.
That's the whole point. It's
All right.
just supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm hosting the Jungle on the 11th.
There you
Come
go.
through. Come hang out. The 21st, I have a show in Chelsea. Shout out Angel.
Oh.
He's
My
putting on a
favorite
show.
Hispanic in Boston comedy.
Yeah, good Hispanic
I'll
in
tell you.
Boston comedy.
He doesn't.
The homie.
He has a joke I love about. Sorry, I'm cutting. No, do
Go
your
for
plug,
it.
do your
Go
plug,
for
do
it.
your
Go
plug.
for it.
All right. He talks about how like. Actually, this is just me roasting him. Actually, this is not a joke he does.
This is good.
He does a joke about how. No, Angel.
No, just Angel.
Angel
He goes by
Rodriguez.
Angel.
Angel, the comedian from Boston.
I'm just making up.
He
his
played a
names.
baseball with a bat and a glove. He's he's not that kind
He's
of
Puerto
Hispanic.
Rican, right?
No, he's more like
is he?
Maine. How's it going, Maine?
Mike
But
is brown for people
No.
that don't know, so he's allowed to say these things.
I'm
He
not-
goes up on
no.
he goes up on stage hammered all the time, and
And he
he's like
he's
the
my
thing about women is it's so
he's
it's
the
so
best
funny.
kind of bilingual.
Yeah.
Where, he speaks neither language.
yeah, exactly. Oh fuck!
Oh, that's really funny.
All right, sorry to interrupt your plug. Hosting
Dot Tavern, June
Yeah.
27th. Come
That's
through. That's a great room. Very fun.
when it's good.
Shout out to Zach and Billy,
Yeah.
the homies.
All right.
That's it.
All right, fellas. we
Fuck
did it.
yeah, let's go.
Bye.
This ain't nothing without it.